In today's show, the next Bitcoin price all-time high to fall in the $75,000 to $85,000 range, according to popular crypto analyst Josh Rager, who shared here on Crypto Twitter. In my honest opinion, the next high hit $75,000 to $85,000. We'll be breaking down his analysis in today's show. He also shares some words of caution, which I'll be sure to include. Also in today's show, Bitcoin dropped 6% in just 5 minutes, liquidating $108 million. What happens next? We're going to be taking a look at the overall cryptocurrency market. And as you can see, we were just touching $9,200. And then just like that, like a swoop in the midst of the night, the bears knocked Bitcoin price all the way down to 8,600. Where do we go from here? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and click that bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news. And before we kick off today's episode, if interested in tapping into OPM, other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, click that link right below the video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's dive right into today's top story of the next Bitcoin price all-time high fallen in between the $75,000 to $85,000 range. With the crypto community awaiting Bitcoin's next price, ATH, Blockroots CEO warns they might be disappointed if they expect Bitcoin to hit $100,000 or more. Bitcoin has been a hot topic ever since it started a massive bull run in late 2017, which led to the coin all-time high at $20,000. As everyone knows by now, the coin saw a massive drop after that, eventually reaching only $3,200 at its lowest point in the last 3 years. After the bearish 2018, the following year started showing signs of recovery, taking the Bitcoin price to almost $14,000 by June 22nd of 2019. Bitcoin then saw another drop, nearly cutting its price in half. However, the beginning of 2020 brought another surge that returned investors' hope that this might be the year when Bitcoin finally exceeds all previous milestones and goes as high as $100,000 or more. While this is a popular opinion, Blockroots CEO Josh Rager disagrees with it. Rager recently made his expectations known on Twitter, admitting that it may be an unpopular opinion, but he sees it as more realistic. In a recent tweet, he stated that Bitcoin's next price peak will likely not be as high as people expect it to be, despite the fact that numerous analysts have proposed prices from 100 to 300,000, and some even suggested 1 million. Rager, on the other hand, claims that the simple rate of return shows the bottom to peak return reduces by 20% per cycle. With that in mind, he expects the Bitcoin next price all-time high will only be between $75,000 and $80,000. Only, right? Taking a look at this tweet from Josh Rager, he wrote, Bitcoin, unpopular opinion. The next Bitcoin peak high will not be as high as most people think. Lots of analysts out there point from 100 to 300,000 to 1 million. The simple rate of return will show you bottom to peak return reduces by around 20% each cycle. In my opinion, the next high hit $75,000 to $85,000. And he went ahead and shared this graph, which I'll include in the show notes below the video. In the description, it says the rate of return of each bottom to peak high as reduced by 20% each cycle. And then looking into 2021, it shows the bottom to peak high equals a 2,400% return with an estimated next peak high price of $78,850. Josh Rager also tweeted, just a word of caution for some of you who wait until $100,000 to $1 million Bitcoin to take profits. Don't let greed get the best of you this time. When you see Bitcoin all over the media and everyone outside is talking about crypto, it's likely the top is in, whether that's 50,000, 75,000, or 100,000. And checking out some of the responses to his tweet, Cole Garner responded, Josh, do you intend to factor cycle oscillators and reserve risk into your profit-taking strategy, or will euphoria, media attention, and everyone getting hilariously rich be your main signal to sell? Not asking for exact strategy, just your general thoughts. And Josh Rager responded, agree. I can put all that in a long thread, but yes, totally. That will be important to look at on chain along with sentiment. I believe you've had some good threads on that. Those are must to pair, in my opinion. Gothia wrote, arguably the hardest part of riding aggressive crypto bull markets is to set appropriate targets. What do you recommend in terms to start reducing position as we rise? And Josh Rager responded, people act like 30,000 is no big deal. That's a lot of money. Selling 1.5 at that price would make you more than most people make in a year. People can do what they want, but I'd rather scale out slowly over time. And Josh Rager also added, I'd probably start taking some profit at 30,000 and 50,000. If it hits higher, it's likely to go parabolic and over within a few dates, and I'd be over 75% of my position once the price hits over 70,000. I'll always hold at least one Bitcoin. If it goes to 1 million, cool. I'll have one. Reasoning from First Principles wrote, my estimate has been 50 to 60,000 for some time. I also accurately predicted the pullback from 12,300. It pulled back eventually to 6,600 in the end. I predicted 8,000. However, most people were talking about 200,000 by 2020 back then. And as you can see here, he shares some price targets from back in July of 2019. It says leading up to the Bitcoin halving around March, April 2020, my target is around 50 to 60,000. Short term, I expect will pull back to around 8,000 before we see a new all-time high though, which will arguably be the best recent buying opportunity after December 2018. What do you think? John Snow responded, too many variables at play to make that prediction. My biggest argument against it is the low coin count, less than 18 million, with adoption, several hedge funds and high net worth individuals accumulating would send it higher than anyone could imagine. And Josh Rager responded, maybe, but they're smart money. Smart money doesn't buy the bags of retail. They're going to pump 3 prices and get the hell out and reaccumulate at 20,000. I don't see who in their right mind would pay 1 million for a Bitcoin. It would have to be the world currency if so. So is a halving inspired bull run on its way? 2020 is expected to be a big year for crypto and especially for Bitcoin. BTC will see block rewards halving in only a few months. We're less than 4 months out, which will impact supply and demand in a way where a significant price increase is a very likely result. This will be Bitcoin's 3rd block reward halving, and if it ends up being anything like previous ones, it has excellent chances of inspiring another bull run. As some may remember, the first halving took Bitcoin price from $12 to $994, which was a 7,976% growth. When the second halving came, the Bitcoin price surged from $650 to nearly $20,000. Of course, this did not happen overnight. Took a few weeks, right? And it took months for the coin to reach its current all-time high. However, it is also worth noting that cryptos were still mostly unknown back then. Right now, countries around the world are working on regulating crypto, with some of them even developing their own cryptocurrencies, such as China. All that is left now to wait for the halving to arrive and see who is right regarding the future of the Bitcoin price, Rager or analysts who foresaw the price hitting somewhere between $100,000 and $1 million. So what do you think? Do you think Josh Rager is right, or do you see the Bitcoin price exceeding $75,000 after the halving? Drop me a comment right down below. And before we dive right into why the Bitcoin price dropped 6% in just 5 minutes, liquidating $108 million, and what's to happen next, let's take a look at the overall cryptocurrency market. We saw Bitcoin climb to as much as $9,200 before that sudden dump, and we're now trading at $8,624, down 3% in the past 24 hours. And the alt market, as you can see, is bleeding. Bitcoin Cash down 11%, trading at $329. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision down about 10%, trading at $242. Ethereum down 3%, trading at $165. XRP down 2.9%, trading at 23 cents. EOS down 7%, trading at $3.59. BNB Coin down 5%, trading at $17.04. And Miss Litecoin down 5%, trading at $57.42. The Bitcoin price dropped by 6% from $9,000 to $8,500 across major crypto exchanges, including Binance, in just 5 minutes. It is the steepest drop in terms of time time to decline percentage ratio, at least in the past 2 months. So what caused the Bitcoin price to drop so suddenly? The biggest catalyst for the abrupt drop in the Bitcoin price within a span of minutes is most likely the liquidation of over-leveraged longs. The Bitcoin price increased by 24% within the past 13 days, and technical analysts anticipated a swift pullback before the rally can continue. A quick liquidation of large over-leveraged longs likely triggered a domino effect, causing other longs to get either stopped or liquidated. When longs are hunted down as the price dips, it forces long buyers to market sell, further adding sell-in pressure to the market. I mean, we're talking 108 million liquidated, likely about 10 million in actual liquidation, according to Data Mish. More than 108 million worth of long contracts were liquidated on BitMEX alone. So if Binance, BitMEX, Deribit, and other major crypto margin trading platforms are considered, the amount would well surpass the 108 million figure. However, it does not mean that 108 million were all liquidated. BitMEX, Binance, and others offer 100x leverage. You got to keep that in mind. Hence, the actual amount of funds liquidated is likely to be in the $10 million to $20 million range. Short-term price movements in the crypto market are most likely driven by short or long liquidations, causing extreme volatility. So what does this mean for Bitcoin in the short term? As said by notable crypto traders, there were large buy orders in the $8,600 to $8,900 range on Binance. Checking out this tweet by Haska on Twitter. Looks like Binance oligarchs are their merry band of gibbons are ready to buy the dip. Before the drop, traders were wary about the strong upsurge of Bitcoin since the first week of January. Without any significant correction, the 6% decline would mark the first major pullback Bitcoin has seen in the past 2 weeks. And for 2020, the $8,600 support level, as emphasized by several technical analysts, was held with relative strength on BitMEX. And checking out this tweet from Satoshi Flipper. Wow, my alarm went off. Thank God. $8,600 support holding up like a champ. And that's definitely a good sign that it held that support. There is a high probability that the move down was merely a pullback to hunt down over-leveraged longs in the short term. If that's the case, it would provide Bitcoin a stronger base to climb to higher resistance levels. But it is also worth noting that Bitcoin is currently in a critical point that could decide its price trend throughout the first half of 2020. As explained by a top trader known as Don Alt, Bitcoin would have to close its monthly candle at the end of January above a key resistance level at 9,500. He wrote, "If this is a bear market rally, it ends this month. If it's a bull market rally, you better be positioned. The monthly close is going to be fun to observe. It's either going to get you shattered, bear, or bull dreams," said the trader. Intense volatility in such an important period for Bitcoin has to be expected. The current crypto market cap is sitting at $236 billion with $127 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current Bitcoin dominance is 66.6%. And taking a look at the top crypto gainers in the past 24 hours, DX Chain token is up 6.5%, trading at 0.001. Golem is up 5%, trading at 3.4 cents. Luna is up 2%, trading at 20 cents. Horizon up 0.9%, trading at $10. Tether is down 0.03, trading at 99.9 cents. True USD, another stable coin, is down 0.08%, trading at $1. But as you can see, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 gainers in the top 100 actually in the green. The rest are in the red. And taking a look at the biggest losers, Nervos Network down 15%, trading at 0.005. Bitcoin Gold down 14%, trading at $10.32. Zcash down 13%, trading at $50. Zcoin down 13%, trading at $5. Bitcoin Diamond down 12%, trading at 59 cents. And iExec RLC down 10%, trading at just about 47 cents. And checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are back in control, leading with about 70 million in superiority in the past 24 hours, with shorts leading 51% versus about 49% longs. Are you bullish or bearish on Bitcoin? Let me know in the comments right down below. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 53, which is neutral. Yesterday we were 51, which is neutral, and last week a 49, which is neutral. So this is a very critical time space for Bitcoin in the crypto market. And last month we were in fear with a 33. We were also surrounded by extreme fear, which is always interesting to witness. If you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me. If you got value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, click that link right below the video in the description, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.